The reason most people accept that wealth building takes a long time is that they've been taught to think about it in slow units. The standard advice imagines an annual return. You invest, you wait a year, you measure, you compound. You do this for 40 years and you arrive at a number. The math is real. The math also assumes you're working in the slowest unit available to a modern investor, which is one 12-month period at a time. There is nothing inevitable about that unit. The choice of how often you compound is just a choice. It feels natural because it is what most retail products are built around. But the underlying math does not care whether you compound annually, monthly, weekly, or daily. The frequency of the compounding is a variable you can change. And when you change it, the long-term outcome changes dramatically. This is one of the least understood ideas in personal finance, and it is not because the math is hard. It is because the structures that make faster compounding accessible were, until recently, only available to institutions. Now they are starting to be available to ordinary people, and the implications are worth sitting with. Consider a simple example. $100,000 compounded at 7% annually, the often cited long-term average for traditional markets, is roughly $200,000 in 10 years. That number is the foundation of almost every retirement projection most people have ever run. Now, consider the same $100,000 participating in a structured system that compounds monthly at a rate that, even at much lower per-period numbers, produces meaningfully different outcomes. The difference is not linear, it is exponential. Over decades, the gap between annual compounding and more frequent compounding is a difference between a comfortable retirement and a generational outcome. This is not a promise. It is a description of how compounding mathematics actually works. What it means in practice is that a serious conversation about wealth building in the modern world cannot ignore the question of frequency. It is not enough to ask, what return am I getting? You also have to ask how often that return is being captured, what the structure around it looks like, and whether the capital is being deployed continuously or sitting idle for most of the calendar. The institutions have been thinking this way for decades. The reason their numbers look so different from the public's numbers is not just that they have access to better strategies. It is also that they are operating on a fundamentally different time scale. They compound faster. They reinvest faster. They use structures designed to extract value from time itself, rather than from a single annual moment. The technology to do this is increasingly available to ordinary people. The mindset to take advantage of it is much rarer. Most people, when they hear ideas like this, default to rejecting them as too good to be true. The math does not care about that reaction. The math just is what it is.